Welcome into Game 81 of the 2024 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by the folks who yell "Scoopsy Potatoes" every Thanksgiving, our goofy friends over at Zappos. We're coming off an epic battle last night that saw the Bananas and Party Animals go to showdowns for the first time since May 11th in Sacramento, California. Dan Oberst came through in the clutch, and his walk-off has the Nanners' magic number down to 4 with 15 games left on the tour. And you now look live at historic Grayson Stadium, another full-capacity crowd on hand as the Party Animals look in the face of another must-win game. And we welcome you inside the booth with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. The good news for the Party Animals, they send their best starting pitcher to the mound. The bad news for them, they face the Bananas' best starting pitcher.
Well, we saw the Bananas last night scrap together a win against the Party Animals, of course, highlighted by the walk-off from Dan Oberst in the first round of showdowns. And now it sets up the best pitching matchup of the weekend. Noah Nisnik leading the tour with 9 wins this season, and he's opposed by Garrett Delano, who has 8 wins himself for the Party Animals. He has been an excellent ground ball pitcher this year for the Animals, which sets up Dustin Baber really nicely tonight as he sits just 2 trick plays away from becoming the 3rd player to 100 in a single season.
We are fired up to be back on TruTV. Happy Big Tiger Friday. Hello to everybody in the YouTube chat as well. Since we're back on national television, it's very important that we refresh the world on the 11 rules of Banana Ball. Here they are.
The name of the game is Banana Ball, and this is the fastest, most entertaining game in sports. Rule number 1, win the inning, win the point. If you score the most runs in an inning, you get a point. The most points win the game. But in the last inning of Banana Ball, every run counts as a point. Rule number 2, there is a 2-hour time limit. No new inning can start when the clock hits 0. Rule number 3, if you step out of the batter's box, it is a strike. Rule number 4, no bunting. If you bunt, you're thrown out of the game. Rule number 5, batters can steal first. Rule number 6, no walks allowed. It becomes a ball 4 sprint until every position player touches the ball. Rule number 7, no mound visits. Nope. Rule number 8, if a fan catches a foul ball, it is an out. In Banana Ball, everything's in play, so you better be ready. Rule number 9, the showdown tiebreaker. If the game is tied at the end of 9 innings, or when time expires, it is pitcher versus hitter with 1 fielder, and the hitter has to score. Rule number 10, the Banana Ball challenge rule. You, the fans, have the opportunity to challenge a ruling on the field. Rule number 11, the golden batter rule. A team can send up any batter to hit in any spot in the lineup. This is guaranteeing the best possible matchup at the end of the game when it matters most. These are the official rules of Banana Ball.
Simple as that. Just 11 rules to change baseball into Banana Ball. Now that we have that all wrapped up, let's take a look at the Nanners' defensive alignment. Left to right in the outfield, it's Robert Anthony Cruz, D.R. Meadows, and Reese Alexiadis. In the infield, third to first, Danny Hosley, Ryan Cox, Jackson Olsen, and Eric Jones Jr. Bill Leroy is catching, and it's Noah Nisnik on the mound.
And lately it's Eric Jones Jr. who's been the standout performer on defense. 13 trick plays in the month of August and owns the highest trick play success rate on tour with a minimum of 15 attempts.
Zooming in on Niz Nasty now, the pride of St. Louis, Missouri. He has by far been the most consistent starter for the Nanners in 2024.
Leading the tour with his 9 wins this season, only 4 losses for the rookie left-hander. He owns a 1.82 earned run average since the start of June and hasn't allowed 3 or more runs in a start since May 24th.
And the Party Animals lineup that opposes him. At the top, it's Reese Hampton, Jordan Hussein hitting second, Jake Skoll due up third. In the cleanup spot, Dalton Cornett, then Jason Swan, Noah Fisher, and Tanner Thomas. At the bottom, it's Dustin Baber, Taj Porter, and Chase Acuff.
And it's Noah Fisher, the guy you're looking at tonight, coming off of a 2-home run performance a night ago for the Party Animals.
And we'll toss it down to the field. Jesse Cole will have us ready to rumble in just a moment.
Banana Nation, it is time. So on 3, I need everyone here to yell, start the clock. 1, 2, 3. Showtime.
Excited to see where the Reese Hampton and Vincent Chapman selfie ends up on the World Wide Web. I'm sure it'll be in all the major newspapers on the morrow. Hampton, former Tigers and Diamondbacks minor leaguer, switch-hitting center fielder. Always a very fun battle for Noah Nisnik, as is Jake Skoll. The pair of Hampton and Skoll, both very good friends with Niz's college pitching coach, Matthew Kinney, up at Southeastern Missouri State. A little extra special getting to face both of them in the top of the first. There's his circle changeup. Part of a 3-pitch offering. Curveball and fastball to boot. Gets the gas in on the hands, and he's jumped ahead 1-2.
Love the sequencing so far from Noah Nisnik. Had Hampton out in front with the changeup, then tries to speed up that bat with the 1-1 fastball. Now delivers his 1-2, stays with the heater. Hampton battles it foul.
Hampton having a superb third world tour, hitting .303, reaching base at a .390 clip. And he goes down swinging here. Well-located gas from Nisnik.
Well, we saw Niz in his last start get to 50 strikeouts in his rookie campaign. He only builds on that. Now up to 51 punch-outs on the season as you get another look. That outside heater from Niz.
You always have to be wary of the backdoor bender. Tunnels very well with the fastball you saw right there. Niz will work in a cutter once in a while, but primarily a 3-pitch guy. Now faces off against his roommate in Savannah, Jordan Hussein, along with Taj Porter, who lurks in the 9-hole. Three of them, all Banana Ball rookies. All of them had their Banana Ball debut at the tryout in Dallas this past offseason. Hussein's worked himself 3 balls and no strikes.
We're already starting to see these Bananas outfielders creeping in towards that second base bag in the event that they go into the sprint defense. It's Niz who misses with each of his first 4 offerings to Jordan Hussein. And again, those outfielders creeping in, they're able to hold Hussein to just 1 base on the ball 4 sprint.
And just like that, Nisnik goes from high socks to pants down towards the cleats. Guy who prides himself on his control. That's the key to his smashing success on this rookie campaign. Did not like the feel of the high socks there. Very rare 4-ball sprint, and now he switched up the style.
Players, they're superstitious. You never want to mess with the mojo, and clearly Nisnik not trying to do that as he misses with the first pitch to Jake Skoll.
5 straight balls thrown. And that one in the zone. Skoll was ready to rumble. Alexiadis fires in as Hussein slams the brakes at second base. A sprint and a single, 2 men on with 1 down now.
We've seen Jake Skoll on a good stretch of games for the Party Animals lately. Comes in with 3 consecutive multi-hit games. Already gets things started with the single in the first.
Team leader in OBP is aboard. Here's Dalton Cornett. Cornett out to left center field. Meadows moseys over, is gonna pull off a cartwheel. Well, he makes the play. Hussein saw the trick play coming, tags to third. Skoll follows him up to second. So it's a fly out, but the Party Animals now advance to second and third.
Well, DR, with enough confidence in Noah Nisnik to be able to get the out upcoming against Jason Swan, that he's willing to go for the trick play and allow Jordan Hussein to move up 90 feet into third base. And Nisnik does have strong numbers against Jason Swan this season, batting just .167 against him, but will plunk the Party Animals first baseman on the first pitch.
It's like it was supposed to be a back foot bender, ends up being a curveball that clinks off the front foot. And Swanee with a hard 90 sliding into first base. EJ with the call. Easy one to make. Bags are juiced for Noah Fisher, who had 2 home runs last night. 1-0 on the 2023 Horizon League Player of the Year. Big cut And a foul tip into the glove. That was a 1-0 changeup. Fisher back ahead now. Back to the cheese, gets a big chase, and deuces are wild now.
It's 2 big cuts from Noah Fisher. Now it's more so about focusing on shortening up the swing just a little bit. As Fisher drives this out to center field, DR Meadows is camped underneath it. And Noah Niznik, despite throwing an inning in 5 minutes and 13 seconds, will escape the jam without allowing a run to the Animals.
Good job by Niznasty. Strands the bases loaded. And after his last outing a weekend ago up in Norfolk, Virginia, went 4 shutout frames. He's got 1 scoreless inning under his belt here tonight. Here's how the Party Animals lined it up defensively from left to right in their outfield. It's Tanner Thomas, Hampton, and Skoll in the infield, third to first. You see Jordan Hussein, Chase Acuff, Dustin Baber, and Swan. Behind the dish, it is Taj Porter. On the bump is Garrett Delano.
Well, we saw an impressive game last night from Chase Acuff. 4 trick plays at the shortstop position for the Party Animals, but still, it's Dustin Baber, the guy you've got to focus in on, sitting 2 trick plays away from becoming the 3rd player this season to reach the 100 trick play plateau.
We zoom in now on Garrett Delano, his 7 trick plays, tied with Niznik for the tour high when it comes to pitchers. Delano out of Callahan, Florida in his 3rd World Tour. Continues to be at the peak of his powers.
Making start number 21 this season, the most among all Party Animals. Owns an 8-4 record this season and earned a win in his last start. He was phenomenal. 4 1/3 credited innings pitched, only gave up 4 hits and 1 unearned run while striking out 4. And he had the best average minutes per inning mark of the season, averaging 3 outs in 2 minutes and 34 seconds in Norfolk, Virginia.
Let's feast our peepers on the Nanners lineup now. DR Meadows is at the top. Dan Oberst and Eric Jones Jr. hitting 2nd and 3rd. Reese Alexiadis cleaning it up. Then Jackson Olsen, Bill Leroy, and Robert Anthony Cruz in the middle. And the bottom 3, Danny Hosley, Ryan Cox, and Michael Deeb.
What was guys in the middle of the order last night for the Bananas causing a lot of damage? Reese Alexiadis and Jackson Olsen both coming off excellent games, especially Olsen. 3 for 4 last night with 2 doubles and 3 runs batted in for the Bananas.
That brings his batting average up to .337. The only man who's got a higher one is DR. You can see it right there. .346. What a 2nd World Tour. We're proud of Vidalia, Georgia is having. David Ray represents the inning-winning run and is jammed on the first offering. Acuff out. He'll make the call. Batted up in the air. Jordan Hussein will grab it with the bare hand. And it's a double trick play from Acuff and Hussein to get things going in the bottom of the first.
Well, the reason you see Chase Acuff already well over 100 trick plays this season is because he's learning how to turn trick plays, or plays into trick plays with every outcome he's presented with. Sees the pop, communicates to Hussein that he's going to tip it over, and they combine for an excellent trick play to start this ball game for the Animals.
Now Dan Oberst. Always very fun to see these 2 guys dueling it out. Whether it's a battle on the jiu-jitsu mat, we're in the middle of a banana ball game. It's always 2 of the best duking it out. That one chopped up the middle. It's going to be a W for Mr. Oberst. He wins this round against his sparring partner.
Was 0 for 4 last night. Did collect that game-winning walk-off in showdowns for the Bananas. Feeling pretty confident overall in his abilities at the plate. And also the man who owns the strongest numbers against Delano this season, batting .333 against him.
Eric Jones Jr. has to scoot out of the way of a 2-seam fastball bearing up and in. Delano usually 90 to 92 with the heaters. 5-pitch mix. Paints the black, gets the call at the top of the zone there. 4-seam, 2-seam cut fastballs, curveball and a changeup in the arsenal. And he clips EJ. Tries to get back up in the kitchen. Ends up plunking him. And just like Jason Swan did in the top half of the frame, EJ telling the opposing pitcher, "Don't come to my house." It's TikTok stuff.
Little homage to Diary of a Wimpy Kid. You ever seen that flick, Biko?
It's been many moons. Well over a decade since I watched that
classic.
one with Baruch. It's good stuff. What's that young chap's name?
Rally.
Yeah, that's the
Zooey
name.
Mama. EJ was hit by a pitch.
You read those as well?
Yeah.
Books or the movie? Which is better?
Probably the books.
Yeah, I agree, but the movies were good.
It's going to be classic literature in about 50 years. Required reading for the youngins.
0-2 to Reese Alexiadis. Nice stop by Taj Porter behind the dish. Keeps Oberst on second base, who represents the inning-winning run. Reese up to 18 walk-offs here on his rookie campaign in Banana Ball. He's the exit velo king. And he goes down swinging here. Excellent execution there from Delano for a big catch.
Alexiadis' offensive output has taken a slight step back here in the month of August, and it's mainly attributed to the fact that he's averaging almost a strikeout per game this month. And you see just getting a little uber aggressive there and chasing that pitch in the dirt from Delano as Jackson Olsen swings first pitch and tries to loop this one into center field, but it's Reese Hampton coming on to make the grab through 1 inning of play. The Bananas and Party Animals both stand scoreless.
Reese Lightning shows off his 80-grade defense. And why the Detroit Tigers grabbed him in the 12th round back in 2018. Another look at Reese tracking this one down. Scoreless after 1. Party Animals back to swing it when we come back. And I'll tell you where we never leave. YouTube. Got a little sweethearts going on. Jesse Cole and company handing out roses to the folks in the stands. There's our fearless leader. Jeff Kinney, the author of Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I did not have that on the mind.
I think
it.
I could have gotten that off the top of the dome.
You had that. You got a beautiful mind.
Thanks,
It's
man.
impressive.
Blushing.
Trackman seems to be working now. That's terrific to see. Yeah, I was trying to grab it. Resume game, maybe. Or let me just go to the dashboard. Yeah, Trackman would be sweet to have. Okay. Let's see what happens. Yeah, Trackman. Good stuff. Isaac, Chad behind the scenes. I'm sure chomping a lot up there. Man, is it fun to see velos again. It's one thing to say we know what they have been throwing. It's another to say what they literally just threw.
Firing on all cylinders tonight.
Come, babe. Welcome back to Banana Land. Ryan Kellogg and company handing out some yellow roses to young ladies in the stands. As we've got 1 inning in the books. And it's 7-8-9 for the Party Animals. Tanner Thomas leads it off. Faber and Porter due to swing it as well. And look out, Tanner. We've already seen 2 Party Animals hit. Thomas joins Swan, and EJ plunked for the Nanners. They got 6 outs in this ball game. The ratio is off thus far. Let's get it down to Adam Virant. Hey, Sam's got him. All right. What's going on down there? All right. Nothing. That's awesome. That's one of the best bits we've done yet.
BTV prank.
And there goes Viro. Doing his best Keegan-Michael Key impersonation of Keegan-Michael Key impersonating James Franklin. Penn State football coach.
And he scaled the left field wall.
Yes.
He is out of the park.
Another Keegan Norjames pulled that one off as Rack. Nice jump on this one. Makes a tough play look easy. Retires our birthday boy, Dustin Baber, turning 27 years young this beautiful evening in Savannah.
Again, still has the potential to be a pretty special game for Dustin Baber if he can collect those 2 trick plays, get to 100 on the tour. I'm sure he'd love a single, a double, something mixed in there as well at the plate.
It's always fun to supplement your trick plays with a barrel or two. Fastball blown by Taj Porter, the switch hitting catcher. As we mentioned an inning ago, another one of Noah Nisnick's teammates, and Porter put a drive into this one. Meadows had him played well. Grabs it on the back pedal for the second out. That was 99 miles an hour off the bat, according to TrackMan.
Well, there are times where Taj Porter is up at the plate and the ball sounds different coming off of his bat. That one, pretty hard hit, but unfortunately right at a guy with the speed of DR Meadows. It's tough to get them past him.
Taj is having a terrific first tour, hitting 299, 389 on base percentage. Don't call him the quad father for nothing. A lot of power in that compact frame. As we go to the 10 hole, Chase Acuff, the shortstop, having a phenomenal sophomore season in Banana Land. This one bounced to Danny Hosley. He goes between the legs, tries to go behind the back, and Cox ends up cleaning it up. Acuff able to beat the wrap over at first, though.
Just Danny Hosley trying to get really tricky and come up with what would be one of the most impressive trick plays of his season. And you see, has a hard time handling the transition going behind the back. Count it as a trick play missed for Hosley.
That's one where Haas did the hard part and then just tried to slap a cherry on top of what was already a sweet trick play. Instead it goes as his 6th trick play missed in 44 tries. Still a phenomenal rate, but now more drama here for Nisnick. 2 men on. We're at the top of the order. 2 balls and no strikes to one of the best hitters we've ever seen in Banana Ball.
You've got to get yourself back into the count here. Nisnick finding the zone now 2-1. He issues the ball for a sprint. Tanner Thomas likely able to come around easily and score a run this inning for the Party Animals.
Thomas was taking off on the 2-1 there. Acuff did not follow him to second. Of course, foul ball means Tanner has to scamper back to second anyhow. A terrific jump on Nisnick. It's Reginald Horton and Michael Deeb break it down in the Bananas dugout. Big stop there by Bill Leroy. Keeps Thomas on second, Acuff at first. Both of whom will be off and running on the payoff. Fouled away. A great 3-2 pitch by Niz. 90 miles an hour right on the outside corner.
Reese Hampton, definitely one of the most challenging batters for Nisnick to face, but you've got to just continue to have confidence in your stuff. You cannot try and get him to chase anywhere around the zone. You've got to go right after him, and it's Nisnick. Perfect execution. Reese extending his strike zone. And Niz with a big celebration off the mound, once again escaping a jam against the Party Animals.
3-2 circle change. How you doing? Beautiful pitch in a big spot. Nisnick strands a pair.
Yeah, man.
Oh, we're having fun tonight. As is Noah Nisnick. I mean, come on, man.
Gutsy.
That's incredible.
Wow.
Oh, got Hampton swinging on the fastball his first time. Goes to the changeup in round 2. Disgusting. All right, let's listen into the crowd sing off, my friends. TruTV doesn't get it, but you sure get it here on the tube.
We are off to a great start. The first point goes to the first base right field side.
How about the crowd here in historic Grayson Stadium, participating in the sing-off as we're in the middle of the second inning. And we're back to banana ball. Well-placed fastball there from Garrett Delano. Does not get the strike on Bill Leroy, just barely missed the outside corner. His former catcher, the duo here both debuted in Banana Land summer of 2018. This is now Bill's 7th season as a Savannah Banana. Delano only spent the one summer in Banana Land, although this is now his 3rd World Tour as a professional banana ball player on the other side as a party animal.
And what's really impressive is that both of these guys might be having their best seasons in their Banana Ball World Tour careers. Delano already with a career high in innings pitched, and for Bill Leroy, dominating all season, but especially here in Grayson Stadium, a .520 batting average when playing in Savannah.
Well ahead of that one, count full at 3-2. Bill hitting 6th tonight. Robert Anthony Cruz on deck, Danny Hosley in the hole. The Bananas just need 1 run to walk off the inning, claim the first point available. This one poked foul. Skoll's going to give it a good hustle, but it will fall into the first level of the right field deck.
Well, Bill Leroy still yet to foul out to a fan this season, and that's across 163 plate appearances this year. Hoping to keep that streak going as Delano delivers another payoff, and this one will miss outside to Leroy, who takes a moment to think about trying to get to second base and will be content with just 1.
Impressive scoop and frame there from Taj Porter. That pitch bounced a foot or 2 in front of home plate. Taj framed it like it was a cricket pitch right at the bottom of the zone. Malachi Mitchell inserted as the pinch runner. He's the designated runner for the Bananas, which means he can pinch run 1 time every trip through the order. One and one here on Rack. Former Washington Nationals minor leaguer, having a terrific first year in Banana Ball, hitting .308. 6 home runs, 16 extra base hits in total. Watches the changeup float in for strike 2.
Currently rocking a 7-game on-base streak for the Savannah Bananas as well. Trying to make it 8 as Delano comes set with the 1-2 pitch and will miss high.
Delano uncharacteristically wild early, as was Nisnik in the first. He settled down in the second. And of course, Delano dials it in. Well-placed changeup there that Rack spoils. Flash always a threat to run over at first. 37 steals. He's only been caught 4 times this year. Broken bat. It'll be grabbed by Baber. Tries to go behind his back. Can't come up with the trick play, which would have been number 99 on the tour. Instead, still nobody out, and the inning-winning run up into scoring position.
Could wind up being a costly trick play missed for the Party Animals. Not able to get any outs on the play, and it was Baber. You can see it looked like he was turning, thinking that he could possibly get the force at second base. Which wasn't necessarily great judgment at all by Baber. Should have instead focused on just getting the sure out at first base. Instead, 2 on, no out. Danny Hosley now with a 1-1 count.
Vienna, Virginia native led the 2023 tour with his 28 walk-offs. 7 inning enders this year. It does not make him any less dangerous. For the 2nd straight year, he's heating up as we get to the tail end of the tour. .2-1 here on Hosley as his batting average has creeped up to .286. Always been a great OBP guy, reaching base at a .380 clip.
He's trying to work on a 2nd consecutive season where the on-base percentage is 100 points or higher than his batting average. And we saw last night Hosley doing a little bit in the slugging department as well. Singled for the Bananas, but also had a triple against Zach Blankenship.
Big 2-2. Called, strike 3. Delano with a 2-seam fastball paints the inside corner. Trackman did have it an inch or two inside, so Hosley has a serious gripe with Vincent Chapman now.
See a little of the disappointment there on Danny Hosley, having a couple words with Chapman. It's going to be hard to get bat on that one. Hosley already likes standing a little closer to the plate. Delano just perfect spot to jam Haas.
89 miles an hour, couple inches off the plate inside. That's a tough ball to get a barrel on. Hosley, one of the best pitchers on this tour, probably the best pitcher we've ever seen in Banana Ball history. Not many people know the zone better than him. Delano jumped ahead 0-2 here on Ryan Cox. Popped left side. Hussein hardly has to move. Gets rid of the glove. He's going to barehand it as he grabs his 23rd trick play of the tour.
And that is incredible trick play field. Jordan Hussein still comes down with the trick play, but nonetheless, the Party Animals had a guaranteed out as that one was being called an infield fly. Hussein had nothing to lose and still comes down with a successful trick play.
Delano is out of the frying pan and into the fire. What a dangerous man lurking in the 10-hole. Michael Deeb leading the World Tour with 30 walk-offs. Former Chicago White Sox minor leaguer, ahead 1-0. Hitting 296 here on his 4th Banana Ball World Tour.
And the reason you see a guy like Michael Deeb leading the tour with those 30 walk-offs, a 400 batting average with runners in scoring position. There's also drawn 15 sprints with guys in scoring position as well.
And the ball for sprint would easily score flash here. He leads off second base. 2-1. Just misses the low inside corner. The Party Animals barking. Trackman did like that one, so they have a gripe this time around. And that's ball 4. Clear as day. Deeb works the sprint, gets his tour leading 31st walk-off, and the Nanners lead 1-0.
Again, it's just good plate discipline more than anything else for Michael Deeb. The Bananas lead the first point of this ball game, and they're going to go celebrate with the crowd here in Grayson Stadium.
The 2-1 pitch was a pitcher's pitch. Trackman just barely had it scraping the low inside corner. So certainly not a guarantee, but something the Party Animals will not be enthused about. Neither are they enthused that they trail 1-0. You know who is happy? Cowboy Kyle Lirigs, as we get another edition of Impractical Bananas here on TruTV.
Thank you, Biko. Thank you, Josh. Things may be looking a little different. We've got some guys coming in from the run scoring celebration. Eric Jones, how do you feel going through the crowd right there?
Amazing. Just slapping hands with all those people. I felt the electricity coming through me, and now I feel supercharged.
Yeah, and that's an interview you didn't even think you were going to get. Things look a little differently. Malachi Mitchell, my co-host and partner in crime, was the inning-winning run, rather, for us to go up 1-0, and he is currently doing the player dance. But this is our 5th installment of Impractical Bananas, of course, on TruTV tonight. And we have our dear friend, DR Meadows, joining us in center field. DR, how you doing?
Hey, I'm excited for this right here. Let's go.
Are you even the slightest bit nervous?
I am a little nervous. It's not because Impractical Bananas. It's because of the 3-2-2.
How hard is it this evening?
It's pretty hard.
I saw the video, and I see a lot of that person's videos on TikTok, and I simply do not understand how they move the way that they do.
Yeah, I'm just going to be the best I can, you know? Just going to be the best I can.
And that's all we can ask for. And for those listening and watching at home, Impractical Bananas is our spin on Impractical Jokers. There's my partner. Where we're going to have DR do whatever we want for the whole entire inning in the field. Let's get the earpiece slapped in there. DR, you're all good to go. And to start us off, base, out, you cut and throw it if you can.
Say that again, boys.
For the whole entire inning, if you get a pop fly with nobody on base, I want you to come up firing home as hard as you can.
Say less. Oh, there's one.
Oh, call for it. You want it. Call it.
Ball, ball, ball!
More,
ball,
more.
What are you doing? Good play, Hosley. Yeah,
All
I should
right.
have been there.
All right, we got skull up, and it is 3-2-2 territory
Oh,
time.
gosh.
Okay, so for this entire at-bat, outside of the 3-2-2, good outfielders simply don't stop moving. A good outfielder is only as good as the prep step. So I want you moving this whole entire at-bat, including the 3-2-2.
Okay, I got you.
You know, you can mix it up, jumping jacks, whatever you want to do. You just can't
I'm trying.
be on your heels out in the
I'm gonna try
outfield.
to distract Skull or something. Hanger. All right, time to shine.
Let me see the moves.
Woo! Here we go.
Show Andy who really got seasoning, bro.
Yeah, that's right. Watch this arch. Turn it. Slide.
Did some good hips right there, boy. Yeah. I see how
Okay.
you got fiance.
And slide. Oh. Watch this right here. Shot! What are you? Oh, that was a great pitch.
And let me see you do a bunch of little donuts out there. Just run in a little circle for me. Don't tire yourself out. Just keep moving, man. Hot feet, man. Hot
I'm dizzy.
feet.
I'm dizzy.
Greatest center fielder I know.
Oh, he might go backside here.
Skull?
He's best when he's backside. He's been hitting the backside a lot lately. We got right there, though. We got right there.
What's your shivers looking like, man?
Give me the shivers. That's a strike. What we got? 3-1?
Oh, yeah.
3 balls.
We got to get him out here.
He's about to take a big swing. Watch this. Yeah!
Oh, go get it, DR.
Oh, ball!
Lay out. You're close.
How close was that, boys?
This is a perfect. You know, you've got some time to kill. DR, I don't know what's happening, but it looks like your glove's on fire. You gotta get that out. Wait, oh my God, it's going up your legs. Oh my God, get out. Stop, drop, and roll. Roll. Oh my God, that was a close one. I think you just avoided it. I think you're all right.
Is it good? Oh,
No,
it's good.
I think you're good here.
Okay. What happened?
Yeah, they did hit a home run. We're down a run here, but it was a solo shot. What I want you to do for this at bat while Cornette's at the plate is I want you to direct your fellow outfielders.
Oh, wait. Backflip.
Come up firing.
I caught it!
He's stealing. He's running home.
Not a shot. I don't know how I caught that.
I don't know how you did either. I wish I could have said that was a part of the.
Can y'all still hear me? Because everything's broke.
Yeah, we got you loud and clear. I wish we could say that we pranked you into catching the ball like that.
That
but
low-key hit me in the shoulder.
sometimes you just gotta trap it.
I don't know how I caught that ball.
Okay, real quick. Now that we got that one cleared off, you're like 3 for 3. I want you to direct Reese and Rack. So pitch by pitch, I want you to tell them to go one way, and then after the next pitch, I want you to move them back right where you just moved them from.
That way.
Now, next pitch, I want you to move them right back to the same spot.
Okay. Hey! Hey!
How about back and forward now? Uh-oh.
Pop it to me! Pop it!
Yeah. Come over here, DR. Come here. We've done probably 4 or 5 episodes of this. We've had nowhere near the amount of action that you just got, and I think it was the best that we've had to date. What are your feelings about it?
I'm hoping to bat right now.
You should probably get to the dugout and go ahead.
I love this.
All right, DR's coming up to bat. That's all from me and Malachi. Biko and Josh, back up to you.
Thank you so much, Kyle, Malachi, and David Ray Meadows with 2 unbelievable trick plays throughout his Impractical Bananas performance. We now toss it down to the field. The young professor has a promotion for us. It's called In the Set.
Fellas, ladies, are we ready? Then on your mark, get set, go! Here we go! And the ladies are off, hopping and skipping all the way. And the husbands are ready. They are very ready to jump into that sack. They're getting in. Hang on tight. Oh, here they go. Like a jackrabbit over on the outside over there. That's Caitlin and Chris in the lead. This is going to be weird for their friendship. They're in the sack. They can go down on the sack. We're going on this side. Ladies and gentlemen, they'll debate it later, but your winners are Caitlin and Christopher in the sack.
Photo finish there for in the sack as DR Meadows, fresh off being mic'd up in the outfield, up to the plate, still with all the gear on him. Let's see if DR can still hear us. DR, bark twice if you, no, he can't hear us. Okay, makes sense that he's yanked the IFB out. Always good to check. Maceo Harrison coaching first base. Our infamous dancing first base coach as Meadows powers this deep to right. Skoll on the run, can't get there. How about the juice the opposite way from the doctor? He's got himself a leadoff double.
Having a heck of a third inning for the Bananas. 2 trick plays and now a leadoff double. It's a nice way to try and get that Jake Skoll home run off the board for the Party Animals here in the third inning. And that is DR's first extra base hit since June 8th in Fenway Park.
And he does it with the mic still on him. Unfortunately, the IFB no longer in. So DR's none the wiser about the situation. Ball and a strike on Dan Oberst, who singled his first time. Ended up stranded on second in the first. Nanners lead this game 1-0. But the Jake Skoll homer in the top of the third inning gives the Party Animals a chance to notch their first point of the night. Seems like there's an earthquake going on out in center field. The way the camera was going crazy, it was like a 4-2 on the Richter scale. High chopper left side, Hussein, nice scoop across the diamond in time. Superb base running by Meadows to sneak behind Hussein and advance to third.
Saw that the way that ball was chopped, it was going to be pulling Hussein away from the third base bag. DR uses his speed to move up 90 feet. But what an incredible pick by Jordan Hussein at the same time. Such a good defender at third, short, and second base for the Party Animals.
Curveball misses down and out. Eric Jones Jr. now has Jake Skoll tied with him for the tour lead in home runs at 9 apiece. He'd like to separate himself as DR is going to come on in. Bizarre front flip, forward roll, balance on the head. I don't know what it was, but it tied the third inning at 1 run each.
Not as graceful as his trick plays, but nonetheless, that erases the long ball from Skoll. Bananas will keep their edge in the points department and see if one swing from the bat of EJ can get them their second in the ballgame.
Nice cutter on 2-0. Delano goes with a 4-seamer on the 2-1. Hampton turned around a couple times and ends up one hop off the wall, 400 feet away from home plate. Booming double for EJ, his team leading 28th extra base hit of the tour, and Malachi Mitchell inserted immediately to pinch run for him.
Well, having a superb season for the Savannah Bananas. Their leader in OPS plus and WRC plus. You see it on full display. And hey, how about we talk to DR Meadows for a second?
Okay. Mr. Doctor, sir, the IFB's back in. Talk us through that trip around the bases, buddy.
You know, broke it. It was just a lot of fun.
Hey!
That's the farthest I ever hit a ball backside.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And Skoll couldn't get there. And I thought about going to third, but I knew I wouldn't make it. So I made it second.
Well, 2 bases did the trick.
Yeah.
Can you talk us through what the heck you did scoring there? I don't know if it was a front flip, forward roll, or what was happening.
It was supposed to be a Maceo tuck and roll on wrecking ball, but I need a little bit more practice. Not as clean as Maceo, but it was fun still.
Well, DR, thank you so much for getting mic'd up. What a third inning you had, man.
Thank y'all for having me. It was a blast.
Appreciate you, dude.
Love you, Savannah.
There goes the doctor. Legend of Banana Land. As Dalton Malden steps in a huge spot here. 1-1 count, inning-winning run. With the great speed of Flash the Kid leading off second base. Now 1-2. That was A generous strike call. Malden hitting in Jackson Olsen's spot. Goes down swinging. Had to protect the plate. Nasty offering there from Delano as he picks up strikeout number 3.
Nonetheless, great rally in the bottom half of this inning. The Bananas clinging to their 1-point lead through 3 innings of play here in Grayson Stadium.
That's a tough at-bat for Dalton Malden. 1-1 pitch, not a strike.
That's what makes the remainder of that at-bat very uncomfortable.
Yep, and then you get a turbo changeup from Delano that looks like it had some demon spin on it. And it comes in right around that spot where the called strike was. You start swinging, all of a sudden that thing's just about in the dirt. Oh, a little sneak peek of Zach Frangelo there. Looks like we have some funny business afoot. Banana Band blasting away as we head to the 4th. The Oppo pop from the doctor. The difference between a tie game and the Nanners leading by a point. This is one of the nicest nights in August of the 5 years I've spent in Savannah, Georgia, I have ever seen. 78 degrees right now. The breeze is coming in.
And the sun just peeking out behind kind of all of these clouds, creating a beautiful little sunset.
It's golden hour. Welcome back to our city by the sea, Savannah, Georgia. In historic Grayson Stadium, we head to the top of the 4th inning. Bananas lead 1-0 as you watch Banana Ball here live on TruTV. And we get a specialty walk-up from the extra hitter for the Party Animals, Noah Fisher, joined by his buddy Brett Helton. If you're with us in Norfolk, Virginia this past weekend, you saw try number 1. Turns out Lonely Island's so good, the guys wanted to do it again. Josh, do you like sports?
Yeah, they're all right.
Do you care who knows?
No, never.
There it is. Well, try number 2 goes terrifically for Fisher and Helton.
You don't want to go in for Hug there either? That's cool. That's cool. That probably looked just as awkward up here in the booth as it did there.
I didn't know it was intimate hour.
You just gave me anxiety.
I'm not the one who tried to sideways hug my broadcast partner when he was in creative mode. Ball and 2 strikes here on Noah Fisher. We went pretty detailed into my love of Lonely Island last weekend as Fish gets the hands in. Dunks that one deep down the left field line. Is going to trot into second base with a leadoff double. Piece of hitting there for Fish, who had a pair of home runs last night and stays red hot here tonight.
84 miles an hour off the bat of Noah Fisher. Not hit especially hard, but perfect placement towards that left field line. Rack playing more in left center against Fish. The Party Animals already with a runner in scoring position, and tonight's Dunkin' Donut hitter, Tanner Thomas, up at the plate.
Tanner Chicken Tender Thomas strikes out. Full capacity crowd here in Grayson Stadium gets free donuts. Courtesy of our buddies over at Dunkin'. He was plunked his first time. And he's going to have a single here. Fisher getting the wave around from Vivacis. Throw from Ty Jackson offline. It's an RBI single for the former Hokie as the Animals put a run across for a second straight inning.
Tanner's been the strongest bat this season against Noah Niznik, owning a .438 batting average against the southpaw. Comes through yet again. Party Animals will try and maintain their lead now. See if they can finally get that first point tonight.
We celebrate with the patented Party Rock Shuffle at the dish, with a menacing sky in the background.
Now batting number 9, the birthday boy, Dustin Baber.
Rain in the forecast till 1 a.m., but Mother Nature is looking ominous here this evening. Here's our birthday boy, popped out his first time. Tanner Thomas, excellent jump, throw from Bills on the money, but not in time. Oh, Baker's dozen of stolen bases on the year for Thomas.
That's as good of a throw as you're going to get from Bill Leroy behind the dish. It really just tells you how impressive the jump was from Tanner Thomas to be able to move up and swipe second base there.
2-1 here on Baber. There's always a pesky man at the dish. This one struck well through the legs of Thomas. He ends up screening Cox. It does enough to have that ball bounce off the glove magician's chest. Head first dive into first base as Baber safe. And a big smile for the birthday boy.
Kind of looked like it was Tanner Thomas with the little leap to avoid the ball that might have thrown off Ryan Cox. Usually a great defender for the Bananas. Now Noah Niznik trying to work himself out of this jam. Runners on the corners, already a run-in for the Party Animals. Still no one out, as this one just misses hitting Taj Porter.
Porter with a menacing stare back to Niznik, who gives him the old fisticuffs proposition in return. Talked about it the first time he was up. These two guys were roommates, so nothing but love between the pair as Porter demolishes that foul. That one 100 miles an hour off his bat, according to TrackMan. And a deep fly out his first time. That was 99 off the lumber. Runners at the corners. Corners are in for the Bananas. That's a beautiful 2-1 changeup from Niz Nasty.
Niz has ball to play with here. Might go back to see if he can get another chase from Taj. He does. It's Porter wisely holding off of that one and running the count full.
Payoff pitch. Line fair down the third base line. Into the Party Animals bullpen. Thomas scores easily. Baber gets the wave around. He'll score as well. It's a 2-run double for the Quadfather. And a 3 spot in the top of the 4th now for the Animals.
Again, tagged his fly out to center so well his first time up. This one 86 off the bat, not as hard for Porter, but that's just your luck evening out. And the Party Animals with a big 4th inning now seem poised to even up this ball game.
Uncle Charlie in there for strike 1 to chase Acuff. Follows it up with the fastball. Acuff reached on a trick play, missed his first time. Niznik still looking for his first out here in the 4th. Party Animals have gone double, single, error, double. And Acuff able to hold up on that one, according to first base umpire Chris Walker. This one chopped to third. Hosley handles a tough hop. And across the diamond in time. EJ has to put a tag on Acuff for out number 1.
Good play by Hosley, and also fantastic adjustment from Eric Jones Jr. leaving the bag to field that one. Still placing the tag on Acuff. Make sure the Bananas can record an out here for Noah Niznik.
Back to the top of the order. Foul ball here from Reese Hampton, who has struck out each of his 2 trips to the dish against Niznik so far tonight. One on a fastball, one on the change. Finds himself behind 0-2. Off the end of the bat, Cox is going to go under the leg over to first in time. Thought about trying to grab Ballholm, who was darting from second to third. Instead gets the sure out in his 172nd trick play on the tour.
Yeah, and Ryan Cox, smooth as silk over at the shortstop position. Got the slow roller, already knew what trick play he was going to rip out there going between the legs. An excellent throw over to Eric Jones Jr. As Jordan Hussein swings at the first pitch, pops this one in the infield. Cox will call off Dalton Malden, then tip it to his second baseman. And it's back-to-back trick plays for Ryan Cox, but a 3-spot for the Party Animals in the top of the 4th.
Well, the Nanners lead the game 1-0, but the Party Animals in a great position to knot things up. They lead the 4th inning by 3 runs. How about that, Coxie? Couple quick trick plays. Bada bing, bada boom. Life comes at you fast.
Boom, baby.
Baby, anybody want back-to-back Cox trick plays?
Oh, that is good stuff.
You guys are still.
Hey, baby time here at historic Grayson Stadium. Josh, you still, I'm guessing, have not gotten to watch Gillum, Malachi, and Andy Archer on the TBS baseball show, right?
Correct.
Red Am singer, Jimmy Rollins, Pedro Martinez, and our guy Curtis Granderson, former Banana Ball legend. If you had to guess over/under 2.5 boom babies, 9-minute segment, about 9.5 minutes.
9-minute segment, over/under?
9.5 minutes is the segment, over/under. Over. Under. It was 2.
Drat.
You are watching Banana Ball here on TruTV, our second of 5 straight Friday nights, where Banana Land gets to dominate some TNT sports action. Bananas lead this game 1-0, but the Party Animals lead the 4th inning 3-0. And they've given Garrett Delano an excellent opportunity to knock this game at 1 in the all-important points department. With Hey Baby in the rear view mirror, we set our sights on Bill Leroy, Robert Anthony Cruz, and Danny Hosley. The Nanners need 3 runs to avoid dropping their first point tonight.
Again, the Party Animals should feel awfully confident. Garrett Delano with 21 more points earned than points lost this season on the mound. Really shows you just how often he's out there on the pitcher's mound with a lead and able to throw up a 0, get his team a point in the game.
It's not too often he's gifted 3 runs to work with. It was a generous strike call for strike number 2. Another great frame by Taj Porter, who is stealing a few strikes behind the dish tonight. Roy worked the ball for a sprint his first time. He was pinch run for by Flash, who ended up scoring the inning-winning run back in the second. In Bill's stead. Bananas backstop. Pex pops this one up. Shallow right center, and it's a barehanded grab from Dustin Baber for his 99th trick play of the tour.
A trick play for the birthday boy. And now you can see that little grin on his face. He knows he sits just 1 trick play away from triple digits for the first time in a tour.
Ryan Cox had 144 last year. He sits at 173 right now. Chase Acuff, Baber's shortstop, came in tonight with 128 trick plays. Has one tonight, so he sits at 129. Those are the only 2 players to ever reach the triple-digit mark in trick plays on a tour in Banana Ball history. Baber looking to join the club. He's going to have to wait for now. Robert Anthony Cruz with a scorcher down the right field line. Swan not able to make a lunging scoop. I don't blame him. That thing is 104 miles an hour off the bat, according to TrackMan. Well struck by the former Nationals minor leaguer.
Brett got a pitch he liked inside, was able to turn on it. Again, this is the guy leading all rookies with 6 home runs on tour and has a minor league pedigree as well. Spent some time in the Washington Nationals organization.
That one off the end of the bat, but muscled deep to left. What a running grab. Tanner Thomas on his horse. Full extension, robs Hosley of extra bases.
An unbelievably tricky play for Tanner Thomas. You've got to know which way you want to turn yourself around to be able to make a catch like that. You see Thomas, the arm all the way out to come up with the catch, and you get a little celebration as well. Tanner feeling himself after a great play.
It was reminiscent of his unbelievable game-winning play, night one in Akron, Ohio a year ago, as the Party Animals swept the Nanners out of the Buckeye State.
Only difference, that time the play made in right field in Akron, and this time you get Tanner flashing the leather and left.
Right, and also he was battling a deluge of rain. It was coming down. This one chopped to first. Swan can handle it. Between the legs, back between with the bounce. Will take it to first himself. And Delano puts up a goose egg when the Animals need it. They're in their first point of the night. We're tied through 4 innings.
Impressive trick plays from Baber and Swanee, and for Garrett Delano, a 3-minute and 9-second inning as we go down to Tori Brody on the field.
Children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. To raise awareness and bring families together, we created a nonprofit called Bananas Foster. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating those in the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we are celebrating the Cochran family. Jessica and Philip have been a licensed foster family for over 11 years. In that time, they have welcomed 22 children and teens into their home and adopted 2 into their family forever. Fans, please join us in celebrating this amazing family for making a difference right here in our community.
For the Cochran family.
Another huge shout out from us here at BTV to the Cochran family, Philip and Jessica. Superheroes here in Chatham County, Georgia. Welcoming 22 children into their home, adopting 2 kids across the last 11 years. Changing lives right there. Good to see someone down on the field watching the game on YouTube as we get another look at Jake Skoll blasting his 9th homer on the tour to tie Eric Jones Jr. for the season high.
He'll be the man leading off this inning against the new man on the mound, Andy Archer, a fellow Banana Ball rookie alongside Noah Nisnik. Big Arch out for the 25th time this season. The Bananas are switching up their pitching plan, hoping Andy can find some success following Noah Nisnik. But Andy's still looking for his first strikeout in the month of August, and in this span, he's allowed 4 ball force sprints, so a bit of rough sledding lately for Big Arch.
It's a unique pitch mix for Archer. 4 pitches, 3 fastballs, 4-seam, 2-seam, and a cutter. And he works a split change in as well. Got it between a couple guys from up in the Atlanta, Georgia area. Andy out of Milton. Skoll grew up in Roswell, calls Woodstock home these days. And with 1 pitch thrown in the inning, Vincent Chapman thinks that's a good time to call time, dust off home plate, and shake his keister. Trackman had the mask toss at 83 miles an hour. Impressive stuff. Andy loves what he sees.
harder than a Sean Fluke fastball. Give credit where it's due.
Most of them. Most of them. Fluke can reach back and touch 83 once in a while. We're going to have the guy on the mic tomorrow night, hopefully. He's not listening in right now. He's actually up in the top level of the right field deck last night, hanging out with my pal Paula. It's good to see the people were fired up to get some Fluke time. So what are you doing up here? He said, I'm not pitching till Saturday. Just hang out with the people.
It's good vibe central.
This one pounded into the dirt. Cox in the skull shift. Gets the trick play. His third of the ball game. In fact, the last 3 outs the Bananas have produced, all Ryan Cox trick plays.
And the Bananas had Coxie positioned perfectly into the skull shift, knowing he can be so pull heavy. Drops that one right to Coxie and has time for a couple transitions before getting that one over to EJ.
Hager misses inside. Trackman had that one at 90 on the dot. Archer often sits 90-91, can touch 93 when he's feeling spicy. Spent 4 years pitching at Georgia Tech, finished up at the University of Hawaii. Two of the biggest smiles in Banana Land, dueling it out. Archer's going to win it. Dalton Malden takes care of that for out number 2.
Quick work so far for Andy Archer. 1 minute and 30 seconds into the inning. What's really impressive so far, the first pitch strikes that we're seeing from Andy Archer, him staying ahead in counts against batters as well.
Awful important for the 6'4" righty. He's feeling it on the mound, moving it and grooving it. Jason Swan takes strike 1. One bounce to Cox, behind the back with the bounce, scoops it up across the diamond. EJ with the scoop between the legs. Mind-boggling double trick play for Cox and Jones Jr.
And you get the celebration between the duo. That's a 2-minute and 4-second inning for Andy Archer. And we've seen Eric Jones Jr. fielding that under the legs a lot of the time, but to do it picking it through the dirt, absolute insanity.
And TruTV doesn't get to hear it, but YouTube, that ball was 101 miles an hour off the bat of Jason Swan. And here is Josh, not Talevsky.
Sorry, everybody.
This is different, Josh. We'll toss it down to him.
14 years in the classroom. Give it up for 14 years, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Nick, show the people what you got. Little equation. Oh, baby! You're making me want to go back to school. There we go. All right, that equation equals massive gains. All right, what is your name, sir? Kevin. Kevin. And how many years have you been teaching, Kevin? 15. 15 years. That's one more than him over here. All right, what do you got? Let's see it. Oh, little deadlift. Those textbooks are heavy. Oh my God. All right, I can't even ask. Look at that, he's got a PhD in pumping iron, ladies and gentlemen. All right, our final contestant.
Beautiful evening for Banana Ball here in Savannah, Georgia. We're in the middle of the 5th inning. Game is tied at 1 point each. And we're at the tail end of a brand new promotion, the world's strongest teacher, as Michael Vitamin D gets ready to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning. Deep in the 10 hole, and Meadows and Oberst ready to swing it at the top. Looks like Caitlin Scott, our resident party animal correspondent, is ready for potential history here in the bottom of the 5th as Dustin Baber enters the inning at 99 trick plays on the tour. Looks like Caitlin's ready to jump into action if Baber reaches triple digits.
And again, Garrett Delano, very much a ground ball pitcher for the party animals. Hoping to induce a couple grounders, and Baber in a great position with the left-handed bat and Michael Deeb up to start the bottom of the 5th.
Goes off speed, back-to-back pitches, behind 2-0. He had the walk-off sprint in the second. As Delano backdoors the curveball for strike one. This one rolled over. Baber attacking behind the back over to first. And it's 100 trick plays on the tour for Dustin Baber.
That trick play. Dustin
Caitlin
Baber
Scott is
has
sprinting
just
across
made-
the infield. We'll toss it down to our Party Animals correspondent.
Hey, I lost my way. I'm the new catcher. I lost my way over there. Can you direct me? Baber, 100 trick plays last year. You ended the tour with 93. That's got to feel good, right?
Yeah, I mean, that was always the goal last year, and I came up shy, and I knew this year I had to cross that threshold, so.
Hey, if you don't have it, I definitely do. So getting 100 on your birthday, totally intentional, right?
I mean, obviously, I had that chance yesterday, and, you know, I just decided to take it easy. But no, that was just dumb luck, and, still in first base. No, that was just happened to be the day. I mean, fate, it might not be a thing, but, I mean, I'm going to say it is.
And after getting so close last year, do you think you pushed yourself farther this year to get to this point with games to spare, might I add?
Absolutely. Absolutely, I pushed myself to make sure I got there this year because I know Jesse and everyone up top were really.
Mid-interview, Dustin Baber.
101. You got not a trick play, I guess, but you got him.
Mid-interview out, we'll take that, right?
We'll take it. That counts as a trick play, I guess. Maybe not up in the booth, but it definitely does down here. All right, Baber, one more thing. What do you have next for us this year, this season? Maybe another easy 50, 75 trick plays?
The goal is 125. For me, seeing how many games we have left, that's a reasonable goal. And then if I don't get it next year, hopefully we can go ahead and pull it off. I mean, that's the goal, is 125 now, and I want to do some new stuff that no one's ever seen. That's what I want to do this year. This year, for the rest of the year, I'm going to try stuff. I hit 100, so now I'm going to start doing risky stuff, try and really push the boundaries on what we got.
Well, nowhere to go but up from here. Congratulations again, Baber. I'm going to go off to safety.
Thank you. All right, you be safe.
All right, nowhere to go but up for Baber. I'm going to go horizontal across this field here. Back to you in the booth, Pico.
Thank you very much, Caitlin Scott. That was a riveting report from down on the field.
Braving the elements, braving the events on the diamond, and Dan Oberst scalds this one into center field. Bananas still have life in the bottom of the fifth. Dan with the two-out single.
Dustin Baber, mid-interview, with the wherewithal to dart over to second, realize it's his bag to cover, tags out DR Meadows. Impressive stuff. As was Dan's single right there, 100 miles an hour off the bat according to TrackMan. He represents the inning-winning run at first as EJ steps in. And pops it behind the dish. Porter trying to see if he has room. He does! A tumbling catch just on the edge of the grandstand. And Delano holds serve, puts up a big goose egg to keep this game tied. Another impressive pitching performance tonight from Garrett Delano. Through 5 innings, he's only allowed 1 run. It's 1-1 going to the 6th. That was a fun play from Taj. Wow. How about our mic'd up and microphone moments this evening? I mean, DR set the bar high, but that was fun from Baber.
Getting Hall of Fame performances all around.
Fate, whether Dustin believes in it or not, is in our favor this evening thus far. And Babes has a little less than 14 and a half games to go to grab 25 more trick plays. I'm not betting against him, I'll tell you that much. T-shirt toss time, as you can tell here in Grayson. Brizzo Stizzo in the chat said, dude was like, hold my beer. I got to tag this dude out real quick. It's awesome. Accurate. Happy Friday. Happy Big Tiger Friday, everybody.
And to you and yours.
Important to note as I rock my romper tonight. Some would call a romp hymn. Former Kansas City Royals minor leaguer Zach Phillips takes over on the mound. Pulling off a couple Mr. Game & Watch poses there. I'm pretty sure. Brought me back to the Super Smash Bros. Days. If you think this guy is throwing pitches at an insane pace, it's because he does. He works quicker than anybody in Banana Ball. And induces a lot of soft contact just like this. Fans can't catch the foul ball as Noah Fisher now has a 2-2 count on him.
Well, Phillips is currently on a streak of 9 straight scoreless innings for the Bananas, and in that span, he's averaging 3 outs in 2 minutes and 32 seconds on the pitcher's mound. He's actually not allowed an earned run since June the 15th against Banana Ball's third team, the Firefighters.
That was a good-looking backdoor curveball. Did not get the call. He goes back to it. Fisher fouls it off. We'll get another payoff. No red hot, 2 home runs last night, a double this evening already. But he goes down swinging here. Nasty 3-2 changeup as Phillips starts his night with a K.
Again, Phillips at this point told us recently he's more so trying to pitch to contact and try and collect a bunch of strikeouts to get through these innings quicker. We'll see how he plans to attack Tanner Thomas, who honestly he would love to strike out. Try and get the fans here in Grayson Stadium some donuts courtesy of Duncan.
Another red-hot Party Animals hitter. 1-for-1 with a single and a hit by pitch tonight. They catch up to 91 right there. Phillips follows it up with 92 that misses the zone. Now to Texarkana, Texas. Right up to Double-A with the North Arkansas Naturals and Springdale. Still calls the Jonesboro, Arkansas area home these days. Continues to pound the zone. Enjoying the donut chance.
Trying to egg the crowd on to get just a little louder. Getting ahead of Tanner Thomas a tad more as Phillips goes with a little bit of a quick pitch delivery to Tanner, and the crowd erupting.
It's back-to-back Ks on back-to-back changeups. Here he goes off speed. And the 367th straight sold-out crowd in Banana Land gets free donuts. Let me amend that statement. Not every one of those crowds got free donuts. This crowd is the 367th straight sold-out crowd. These people get donuts. We haven't given out that many donuts. 235 straight sellouts here at Grayson Stadium. A vast majority of them have gotten donuts. Here comes Dustin Baber. Pitched on an error his last time. Came around to score one of the 3 runs the Party Animals pushed across in the 4th. Extends his strike zone here. Now quickly behind 0-2. Phillips looking for a lightning fast strikeout. Baber does a good job not swinging at the curve.
Again, that's a situation where as a batter you can't allow the speed of Zach Phillips, the speed of Banana Ball to get in your head and force you to make a costly decision at the plate. Great take by Baber, and this one gets away from Bill Leroy, and Baber will take off and swipe first base for the Party Animals. 4th time this season that Baber has successfully stolen first.
We saw D.R. Meadows grab his 4th steal of first a half inning ago, and Baber said, I'd like to share second place with you in the steal of first rankings once again, Mr. DR. I don't know why you would pull away from me like that. They still both trail Tanner Thomas by 2. As Porter can't catch up to the 90-mile-an-hour fastball, according to TrackMan. Raj, a 2-run double his last time. He goes down swinging here. Phillips gets him with the curve. and picks up 3 Ks in a scoreless top of the 6th.
Not as fast as we've seen lately from Zach Phillips, but still, that inning concluding in 3 minutes and 55 seconds for the Bananas lefty specialist out of the pen.
Tough to pitch fast when they're not going to put the ball in play. Good problem to have for Philly. Let's let the Banana Nanas dance us to the bottom of the 6th. Banana Nanas, unbelievable with their performance as per usual. As we film Nana Karen leaving the field on a potato, and we toss things over to Brady Keiss and Taj Porter. Taj Porter and Brady Keiss just battered each other to bits with tortillas. And that's how we're going to head to the bottom of the 6th inning tonight. Here as you watch Banana Ball on TruTV.
Never really seen a relief pitcher greeted to the mound in that kind of fashion. For Brady Keiss falling, or evening up the count, I should say, against Reese Alexiadis, 1-1. Out for the 3rd time this season with the Party Animals. After starting on Banana Ball's developmental team in the visitors, he's still yet to allow an earned run with the guys in black and pink.
I've heard of and seen velo slaps before. Never seen them involve tortillas and being smacked in the face. Reese Alexiadis deep down the right field line. It's gone! Super Reese with an Oppo Taco. And he walks off the 6th inning. Nanners back in front 2-1.
Now with home runs in 2 of his last 3 games for the Savannah Bananas. Led the Pioneer League with 29 bombs a season ago. And it's the Savannah Bananas pulling back out in front 2-1 against the Animals.
.93 miles an hour off the bat. Traveled 370 feet down the right field line. Plenty of room to spare. As it's 3-10 to the pole. Another look at the 6th inning walk-off home run from Reese Alexiadis. Nanners lead 2-1. We've got 3 innings left to play. Wow, that's a life comes at you quick moment right there. Brady Keiss into the ball game, and see you later. Golly.
Home run was a tortilla slap to the face.
Saluting all the service members, both past and present right now here in Grayson Stadium. Pass that on to everybody watching with us on YouTube. That was not a cheapie. I mean, I've seen some wall scrapers to right here in Grayson. That one cleared it by 60 feet.
The first time we've ever seen Alexiadis in an opposite field home run as a Banana.
That's a fact. Boy, is it fun to see him starting to leave the yard. Each of his last 2 homers, too, hugging the foul post.
Where the adjustments been for Alexiadis is he was used to playing every day in the Pioneer League, now only playing on weekends on this World Tour, and is just trying to keep the growth together and figure out a way to continue to hone that power at the plate as well.
Completely makes sense. Another look at Reese Alexiadis with the walk-off home run in the 6th. At least the tail end of it. Super Reese pushing it 60 feet past the right field wall. With an opposite field smash. Bananas now lead 2 points to 1 as we head to the 7th. And Party Animals head coach Mike Vivacis is bringing the party up to the plate. Party Animals since the One City World Tour. A player in 21 and 22, a player coach a year ago now. Primarily a head coach, but as you can tell, still very much in playing shape.
I mean, he's willing to take his cuts each and every day in batting practice with the team. For opportunities like these, Baba trying to start a little rally in the 7th against Zach Phillips and taking a mighty cut and coming up empty.
This is his 4th plate appearance. He's quickly behind 0-2. And Zach Phillips strikes him out on 3 pitches, and in short order at that.
Strikes out Mike Vivacis on 3 pitches in 12 seconds. Impressive stuff from Philly. 5th fastest strikeout we've ever seen in Banana Ball.
Front door bender. Reese Hampton at the top of the order, quickly behind 0-2 now. Phillips with all 4 outs tonight via the K. Hampton's 2 strikeouts came against the Nanners starter Noah Nisnik. As Philly finally leaves the zone. Now, Vava, in 4 plate appearances, has struck out twice against Zach Phillips, has a single and a sprint in his 2 trips to the dish, facing guys not named Phillips. It's going to be another trick play for Ryan Cox, his 5th of the ball game. Here comes Jesse Cole.
Fans, now coming to pitch, the world's tallest pitcher. Please welcome Dakota Stilts Albrecht.
Philly retired 5 out of the 6 Party Animals. He faced 4 of them via the punch-out. Another superb relief appearance for the former Royals minor leaguer as he hands the ball off to the lanky legend, the 10-foot, 9-inch tall Dakota Stilts Albrecht.
Can't ask for anything more from Zach Phillips. The Bananas haven't had to ask for much more from Dakota Stilts Albrecht either. You see in 10 1/3 innings pitched, an ERA below 1, and the Party Animals this season are batting a 115 against the tallest man in Banana Ball.
I would wager he's the tallest man in sports. If somebody has somebody, somebody has somebody, well worded, Biko, that is taller than 10 feet 9 inches. The email is biko@thesavannahbananas.com. You're gonna need video evidence. We've got our video evidence right here. All in 2 strikes on Jordan Hussein as he wraps that one foul.
3rd time Hussein has ever faced off against Stilts in his career. And it's Stilts with the upper hand. Hussein 0 for 2 against him.
And he gets plunked here. So Hussein will reach with 2 outs. 55-mile-an-hour tall ball from Stilts that plunks Hussein. Third Party Animal to be hit by a pitch tonight. Neither of the first 2 came around to score. Jake Skoll trying not to squander this opportunity.
For Jake Skoll, it's not about trying to necessarily drive the ball out of the ballpark right here against Stilts, but just sit back, try and keep a rally going against him, keep moving guys up station to station.
2 balls and a strike. The fastball for Stilts usually between 65 and 70. This one rolled over to first. EJ has to beat Skoll to the bag. Head first dive, he does it. Stilts can't cover that one. So Jones Jr. takes it himself, gets the Nanners out of the inning.
An exhilarating play for Eric Jones Jr. and all smiles as Dakota Stilts All-Britain once again does the job out of relief for the Savannah Bananas.
Oh, what a play from EJ. He is so much fun to watch. That was awesome. Here are the Banana splits. We're heading to the bottom of the 7th. Welcome back to Banana Ball here on TruTV. 5 straight Fridays we'll be bringing it to you. This is our 2nd in a row as Dustin Baber on the first pitch in the bottom of the 7th inning grabs his 3rd trick play of the night, his 101st here on the tour.
The Party Animals are sticking with Brady Kais after he threw only 5 pitches last inning and allowed the walk-off home run to Reese Alexiadis. Quick first out. Now Bill Leroy, a little bit of a signature walk-up with the Savannah Bananas.
Country boy coming up to some country music. Bill the Crown Prince, scratch that. The King of Dublin, Georgia. About an hour and a half west of us down I-16 here in Savannah. And beloved in Grayson Stadium as the fans have been getting to watch him catch and swing the bat for the past 7 years as a Banana. Quick look at his numbers there, they're terrific. Bill Leroy, no doubt, blast deep to left, walk him off. Nanners win the 7th inning. First pitch Bill Leroy sees after the signature walk-up, and he leaves the yard against Brady Kais, and the Bananas explode out of the dugout to round the bases with their hero. The home state kid with a no-doubt blast. And celebrates on top of the wall with the fans in the grandstand as the rest of his teammates are moving it and grooving it on home plate. And Bill Leroy assaults Sam Bauman. Will toss it down to the pair of them in just a minute.
Yes. Bill.
Sam, you lost your guy. Here he comes again.
Bill, Morgan Wallen had you wailing on that ball. Walk me through the moment. I blacked out, but it went a long way. That was crazy. Shout out Morgan Wallen and Mama, I love you. Big Josh, Bill Leroy in his purest of forms. Guys.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Bill. What a shot. It went 373 feet to be exact, according to TrackMan, 98 miles an hour off the bat. Bill didn't miss it. 2nd home run of the year. And it was an emphatic one.
They're going to race all around the bases.
Unbelievable stuff. And now we give you a promotion. Down to the young professor for the flipper off.
The first man to make it back here to home plate wins. Sam and Nick, goggles on, gentlemen. On your marks, get set, flip her off. Here we go. And Nick has the lead. And there they go. And here come the players hurling those water balloons, getting lit up as they go around. Oh, good contact there. Saying, oh, wait a minute. He bumped him there. Nick is maintaining his lead. They are getting absolutely soaked with the party animals. It's coming down to the finish here. It's Sam. It's Nick. He gets there first. A come from behind victory. Give it up for Sam, the winner of Flipper Off.
In the pitch, field man is number 11, Correll Prime.
Welcome back. We take a look at the numbers here on the tour for Correll Prime.
Third time Correll Prime has taken the mound for the Savannah Bananas this season after coming over from the visitors. The last time out, we saw a pretty good frame from Correll. 1 inning pitched, only gave up 1 hit to the Party Animals. Frame was scoreless, and he tossed it in 4 minutes and 20 seconds on the mound.
Comes in for 4, 5, and 6 for the Party Animals. Dalton Cornett fouls the first offering off. He has to look out for a sinker, cutter, slider, and changeup from the 6'5" righty. Ball smoked foul and out of the whole stadium. Good spoil there from Cornett. And a gnarly changeup from Prime. This one pops shallow center. Cox is out. Can't make the play. The only guy who could get there as Meadows raced in. Would have been a phenomenal snag. Instead, it's a bloop single for DC3.
Perfect placement from Dalton Cornett. Been a little pull heavy recently, but now back-to-back nights where he's blooped a ball in the perfect spot to get himself on base for the Party Animals.
Here comes Jason Swan. Takes a fastball just a hair outside. From a former Colorado Rockies and Texas Rangers minor leaguer. This one ripped deep to right field. Alexiadis positioned perfectly. Here's out number 1.
Swanee trying to do a little opposite field damage there against Correll Prime, but Alexiadis with the first step back and continued to drift towards that deep right center portion of the field to come up with 1 out here for Correll Prime. Will now go to work against Noah Fisher and get the called strike.
The front door slider. A bite on that one. And goes to the cutter, gets strike 2. Fisher 1 for 3 with a double tonight. And make it 2 for 4. Back-to-back 2-hit performances for Fish. Actually, check that. He had 3 an evening ago.
Bat all of a sudden heating up in a major way for Noah Fisher, who has struggled for most of the season. Now may find himself becoming a real force in this Party Animals lineup down the stretch. Tanner Thomas comes up to the plate 1 for 2 on the evening with a hit by pitch.
Saw it early in Tampa and Peoria. Fisher looked like the best hitter on the team. Certainly showed he could be a force to be reckoned with in the Horizon League in his final campaign at Northern Kentucky. Back in the spring of 2023 as Prime dispatches Tanner Thomas. The changeup does the job there. Fastball sits 89 to 91. That changeup came in at 82 with some excellent movement. Now he faces off against Baber. Tries to front door the slider, misses low. Justin looking for some birthday magic. Ahead 2 balls and no strikes.
Prime, on the other hand, put the Bananas in excellent position to win this ballgame heading into the final inning. Them being able to ensure that they've got at least a 2-point lead before the ninth.
All four will score a run here. Cornett leads off second. Fisher off first. And then Prime gets the top of the zone. Runners will be off. 3-2 pitch with 2 down. Swing and a miss. Gnarly slider from Correll Prime. Picks up a couple Ks and tosses a scoreless 8th.
Prime all smiles, heading off the diamond. Back-to-back punch-outs cap off a 4-minute and 6-second inning for the righty.
So much.
Beautiful. And now we get a little yellow o'clock. Oh, it's Olivia McGuire. Hanging out with Liz, Bryson Bloomer's girlfriend. Good to see one of our legendary 2022 interns back in Banana Land. Oh, this Bananas team is a wagon, my friends. Billy walk-up barrels and bombs. Going yard like that, team feels unbeatable.
Billy's signature walk-up. Greatest player in Banana Ball history. Roy the Science Boy, Pickle Bill,
Fiddle Bill,
Country Bill.
Right.
Holy cow. That's not a guy you want a golden batter for.
Can't do it. Jesse Cole, I know that you certainly love the Bill Leroy signature walk-up barrel. How does it make you feel, buddy?
We love you so much, Banana Nation. Now let's go, Bananas!
Can do, sir. All right, friends, time to talk Dylan Porter. We'll be back on TruTV in 10. The middle of the 8th inning in Banana Land means we turn the joint yellow. Welcome back to Banana Ball here on TruTV. Dylan Porter takes over on the mound for the Party Animals. Robert Anthony Cruz takes a fastball down and in. Porter, a hard-throwing righty out of Oakland, California.
And owns an 0-3 record this season. Taking the hill for the 33rd time this year. The good for Dylan Porter, 18.2% strikeout rate this season. That is the second best mark on the Party Animals. But the bad for Porter, an 18.9% ball force sprint rate, is the highest mark on the Animals. You get a lot of highs and lows with Porter on the mound.
He's got no run support here. Rack represents the inning-winning run, and he was trying to join the Dinger Derby we've got going on here. Walk-off home run from Reese Alexiadis in the 6th inning. Walk-off home run from Bill Leroy in the 7th. Rack, deep drive. Center field, he's watching it, sail out of here! 3 straight walk-off home runs for the Bananas. It's Robert Anthony Cruz who wins the 8th inning.
It's a power surge in Savannah, Georgia. 3 of the last 4 batters to the plate for the boys in yellow have taken Party Animals pitchers' yard. Everything coming up the Bananas' way tonight in Grayson Stadium as you get the acrobatics for Cruz.
Another rack attack. 7th Cruz missile of the tour. And Sam Bauman is going to grab the hero in the 8th for the Nanners.
Daddy here. Rack, what's in the water? What's in the Reginade tonight?
You know, homers are in the Reginade. 3 of them to be exact. Bananas are hot.
What we got? Who's up to bat next? Another homer down the pipeline?
You know what? It's the top of the ninth. I don't think we're getting another ups. That's 3 straight homers to end the day, baby.
Gosh, you can't write this. Robert Anthony Cruz left the yard once again. A professional. Bico, Josh. Holy cow.
Thank you very much, Sam. Another look at that one sailing out of there. And that was the most prolific blast of the bunch. 414 feet out to center field, 103 miles an hour off the bat. Gives the Bananas a 4-1 lead as we head to our final inning. Every run scored here in the 9th will count as a point, so the Party Animals are certainly not out of it. In fact, the last time they faced Danny Hosley in the 9th inning, which was this past weekend up in Norfolk, Virginia, they scored 3 runs on Danny Do-It-All in the top of the 9th inning.
They're able to get 5 hits against Haas. It was a very uncharacteristic outing for him, almost an 8.5-minute inning for Hosley on the mound. But when you focus on his season as a whole, he's got a 31% strikeout rate, leading all pitchers on tour in his 22. He has 22 saves in 23 opportunities this season. He takes the mound, and you know it's usually game over. It's going to be a win for the Savannah Bananas.
22 out of the 23 times he took the mound in a save situation, it was game over. Taj Porter leads it off. Switch hitting catcher in the 9-hole. Chase Acuff on deck, then the top. Porter off the end of the bat. Theo Meadows hardly has to move. And the ball tumbles out of the sky off the glove of DR as he tried to pull off the backflip catch. So a trick play miss to start the frame. And the Animals certainly have signs of life.
The Party Animals will take the base runner any way they can get it at the moment. It's Taj Porter taken off the base pass. Bronson Ballholm, tonight's designated runner, now in at first base.
Third time Ballholm has been used. He could be used one time every trip through the order, rather. Acuff 0 for 3, but he's been the best hitter in the 9th inning for the Party Animals this year. Ahead 2 balls and a strike.
Acuff batting .435 this season. In the final inning for the Party Animals, to have that mark jump just a little higher. He's ahead in the count, 3-1 against Haas.
Count's full. Hosley a 3-pitch guy, 4-seam fastballs 91 to 93. Vulcan changeup is his best pitch. And he works in the 12-6 curve as well. Goes with the gas here. And Robert Anthony Cruz will have out number 1.
You saw both Cox and Cruz coming together. Figure out who's going to come down with that first out. That is the right call by the Bananas left fielder. As Cox was backpedaling out there, racked with all the momentum going forward, come in and get that first out.
We're back at the top of the order. Swing and a miss from Reese Hampton. That fastball was at 90 right on the dot, according to TrackMan. Party Animals need one more base runner. Then they can think about tying the game. Reese Hampton thinking about a 2-run shot. If it's fair, it's gone. And it's a 2-run homer. Just like that, we've got a 1-point ball game.
Well, entering the night, it was Reese Hampton and Jake Skoll tied for the Party Animals team lead with 8 long balls. Now each of them will end this game with 9 on the tour, tied for the tour lead with Eric Jones Jr. That is not the first time we have ever seen Hampton go yard against Danny Hosley either. Still the only man in Banana Ball history with a walk-off game-winning home run, which we saw in showdowns last year in Brockton, Massachusetts.
Against Danny Hosley. So now the Party Animals are within a point. They've got 2 outs to work with. Jordan Hussein behind 0-1. Once again, Hampton did it on the off speed. That was a rainmaker, 45-degree launch angle. Came off the bat at 93 miles an hour. One-two here on Hussein as that one scrapes the bottom of the zone. Jake Skoll waits on deck. Already one home run tonight. And this count is full. Owsley goes back to the 12-6 curveball. Ends up being ball 2 and ball 3. That ball destroyed, but foul. Hussein flirting with his first career banana ball home run that would have tied the game. Got the fastball, he was ready for it. Gets the changeup and he's way ahead. This one popped in the infield. Jackson Olsen in the dirt. EJ can't scoop him. Hussein is aboard as the tying run. Jake Skoll represents the go-ahead coming up to the dish.
That was excellent patience by Jackson Olsen, waiting for that one to drop in front of him rather than try and rush himself. Unfortunately, that throw in the dirt unable to be picked by Eric Jones Jr. and the Party Animals mounting quite the rally here in the top of the ninth. Jake Skoll at the dish.
91-mile-an-hour heater misses outside. Skoll homered back in the third. It's now in a three-way tie with EJ and Hampton for the tour lead. 9 bombs apiece. Owsley cannot forget about Hussein on first base. 13 steals and 17 attempts. Only Jake Skoll has more steals than Hussein on the Party Animals. This one flicked the other way. Jumping catch, KJ Jackson. Hussein doubled off of first. A base running blunder. And the Bananas win 4-3.
An uber costly base running mistake from Jordan Hussein. We've actually got the fans in tonight's game who have popped their challenge. We will take a look at this one to see if somehow Party Animals rally will continue tonight in Savannah.
The only question is if EJ left first base before getting the ball. The throw here from KJ beat Hussein by a mile. No, he's clearly on the base.
Ball stands, guys.
Yes, the game is over. Will's gonna shout out the boys. Gutsy 4-3 win. Bananas with 3 home runs. The Party Animals with 2. And it's the boys in yellow who win this 3-game set. Tomorrow night they will go for the sweep on Bally Live. 6:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll have the pregame show on the Bananas YouTube page. 7 p.m. we'll go live on Bally Live and WatchStadium.com. And we'll be right here back on TruTV next Friday from Salt Lake City, 9 p.m. Eastern first pitch. Let's get it down to Bill to shout out the boys.
Entertainers, Alex Ziegler, Malachi Mitchell, and Maceo with infielder Dalton Malden. Tonight's starting pitcher, Noah Nisnik, and behind the plate, myself, Bill LaRoy. Our pitching staff, Cowboy Kyle Louise, Ethan Scooge, DJ the Invader, Austin Krasminski, Ryan Kellogg, Jared Donaldson, Andy Archer, Correll Prime, and Zach Phillips. And now, for the boys that do it all, our utility players, Eric Jones and Danny Hosley. For the boys in the infield, Jackson Olsen, Ryan Cox, Brandon Crosby, Danny Oberst, and KJ Jackson. For the boys in the outfield, Robert Anthony Cruz, David D.R. Meadows, Reese Alexiadis, Michael Neeve, and Ty Jackson. Our coaching staff, Adam Byron, Ray Ortega, and Tyler Gillum. Last but not least, the tallest man in sports, Dakota Stilts Albritton.
Fans, one more time for your Savannah Bananas! Banana Nation, thank you so much. You guys are absolutely amazing. And another great banana ball game, but we are not done yet. We'll be outside, all the players, the cast, to thank you in the post-game plaza party. We love you so much, Banana Nation. We'll see you outside.
Well, the party plaza will rage here in Savannah. We've got a lot to discuss on the post-game show. For now, we'll toss it down to Sam Bauman, who's joined by Jesse.
Yeah, Biko, Josh, of course, Bananas owner Jesse Cole joining me here. And it feels to me like, Jesse, the endings of these games just get better and better. We're talking 4 home runs in the last couple of innings. This is banana ball at its finest, at its most excitable.
You know, this is why we created the game, to have these moments and to see what happened, you know, back to back to back walk-off home runs. I mean, that's unbelievable. You can't have walk-off home runs in a regular baseball game, but in banana ball, you can have these moments that are so special for the fans. But just to see where this game is right now, to play at a game in an hour and 48 minutes with 18 trick plays and have 3 walk-off home runs, 5 total home runs, it tells you these guys are so talented, they're working so hard, and this game has come a long way.
And you talk about that hard work, and I think, as you mentioned before, the fun doesn't get rid of the skill these guys have. And you see that as a prime example in Bill Leroy, who does a full choreographed walk-up that he learned today, steps up to the plate, first pitch, out of the park. Talk about how they are combining entertainment and the absolute skill that they have in it.
Well, think about Bill. 7 years he's been here. 2018, he was the first one to put on a kilt and play a game when he was still in college and show off to the fans, hey, we can do things differently. And he has embodied this, he's embraced this every step of the way, and he's a true leader. To go out there and say, I'm going to put on a full show, and then I'm going to take a biggest swing, a daddy hack, and hit an absolute bomb, just shows you that, again, when you have fun, you play better. And when we started playing the game as kids, we played to have fun. And something changed for so many people, but not here in Banana Ball. And Bill and all these guys, they are having the time of their life. And you're seeing it out here at this level of play. I'll tell you, Banana Ball is going to change the game. And it's unbelievable to watch what these guys are doing every night.
And it's not just fun being had on the field. You can feel it here in Grayson Stadium. Last time we chatted on the broadcast in Cleveland with sold out 30,000 plus. We come back home to Grayson, 5,000, and the energy feels just as big as it did in Cleveland. Explain that. This is home for the Banana.
This is where it all started. You know, when he first came here, only had a couple tickets sold, and this stadium was used to only a couple hundred fans coming to the games, and now to see every night 5,000 fans and this intimate experience, this electric atmosphere, this is home for us, and it's just special. And we love this place, and the players love playing here. And it feels like our lab. We've been trying things since we started our first year. We experiment constantly. These guys are just saying, hey, we're just going to have fun. We're going to do new things and do a huge walk-up, hit a monster home run. That's what happens here, and I think that's where it's an opportunity for us to continue to push the boundaries of what Banana Ball can be here in front of the fans that have been there since day one.
And we're only 2 games into the weekend, Jesse. Already saw 2 great games of Banana Ball. 1 more to go. Expect the unexpected for our last game here of the weekend.
Yeah, I always say it always comes. You're never going to know what's going to happen to the last inning. The last inning is going to come down to that. And I think this third game, again, these guys want to put on a show every night, and I think they are feeling so comfortable on trying things and going for things. And so game 3, yeah, just be ready. Buckle up. It's going to be fun.
Buckle up, guys. You don't want to miss it. Jesse Cole nailed it right there. if the next game is anything like the last two, you're going to want to stay there for the full 2 hours or a little bit less. This is nonstop energy, nonstop entertainment, and it's time for me to breathe a little bit and let you guys do the talking. Vico, Josh.
Thank you very much, Sam. That is awful kind of you, buddy. And thank you to Jesse Cole for giving us so much time here at the end of the ballgame. Welcome inside the booth with Josh Chalevsky, Biko Scala. Happy Big Tiger Friday again, and thank you so much for spending your Friday night with us here in virtual Banana Land. That was a legendary one. The first time in Banana Ball history we have seen walk-off home runs in 3 straight innings. It was a mind-boggling one, and then of course the 2-run jack from Reese Hampton in the top of the 9th made things very interesting until the double play ended things ahead of schedule.
Look, tonight was most certainly a classic Banana Ball game, and last year you heard from a lot of players and guys who have played in Savannah in years prior. This used to be called the Grayson Graveyard. It was hard to hit home runs out of this ballpark. There were a couple renovations done in the offseason, and we see the ball flying out of the yard here tonight. 5 home runs, and of course it's highlighted by the Bananas sending 4 guys up to the plate, and 3 of those 4 batters left the yard in 3 straight innings. Unbelievable. And I think it was really highlighted by Bill Leroy's, sandwiched in between the one from Reese Alexiadis and the one from Robert Anthony Cruz in the 8th inning. And what stands out about Leroy's, again, a guy who has been a Savannah Banana since 2018 and playing Banana Ball in front of fans since 2020. And for Bill, he's able to absolutely body the entertaining walk-up to the plate. And immediately after that, he has so much veteran experience that he can dial in his approach at the plate and find ways to create special moments and just prove what a gamer he is and just what a great bat he's been for the Bananas this season. An unbelievable performance again in the home run department, but we still saw 19 trick plays in this ball game as well. The walk-off home runs are what aids this game in wrapping up in 1 hour and 48 minutes. And Biko, we're going to have a really juicy home run race going down the rest of this World Tour as we now see EJ, Jake Skull, and Reese Hampton tied for the lead with 9 long balls, but we can't forget about Robert Anthony Cruz either, who launched his 7th home run of the season tonight as well.
We have 14 games left to play. 3 of them will still be aired here on TruTV. That will be each of the next 3 Friday nights. You talk about the renovations to Grayson here. That was a 16-foot wall in right field, chopped in half. It's now 8 feet tall. All 3 Bananas home runs would have been homers in old Grayson. Both of the Party Animals home runs, I think, would have clanked off of that 16-foot wall. So actually ended up going in the Party Animals' favor tonight in that regard. What a phenomenal Banana Ball game, and now the Nanners' magic number down to 3, as I said, with 14 to play.
And again, they are pitching so well. We saw it again tonight outside of the scare from Danny Hosley in that 9th inning, and one more erratic inning from Noah Nisnik. The bullpen able to do an excellent job on the backs of Andy Archer, Zach Phillips, Dakota Stilts, Albritton, and Corral Prime. And they're going to try and ride the excellent pitching that they've seen into a possible series sweep tomorrow and improve to 13-3 in Grayson Stadium if they can get the victory tomorrow as well.
This was a fun one. Thank you all so much for sticking through it with us. We'll be on Bally Live tomorrow night. We will have not 1, not 2, but
3 pairs of Hokas.
Correct. 3 pairs of shoes to give away tomorrow night, courtesy of Zappos. And like I said, we'll be back here on True next Friday night. Big shout out to the entire cast and crew. On the first base, Cam Emerson Elmgren. On third, Lexton Fowler. High home, Arch Pongle. In center, it's Emma Bates. On the low home, Ben Barks. High first, Sophia Peach. Wireless, Clayton Franklin. The fan cam, Justin Gordon. And our audio/utility, Mr. Nick Keldy. We call him Beef Stew. Our director down in the control room, Chris Haynes. Technical director, Griffin Ellis. Replay, Mr. Kwanzi. On the audio, Gwen Giddo. The scorebug, Michael Basista. On the graphics, Julia Massey. The statistics being updated on said graphics, it was Mikey. And our transmission man tonight, Ben Powell. Our coordinating producer is Chad Reese. For my partner in crime, Mr. Josh Tolebsky, Sam Bauman, and Caitlin Scott down on the field. And the executive producers of Bananas Television, Jesse, Emily, Carrie, and Mr. Jared Orton. I'm Biko Scala saying so long for now. The Bananas win this one 4-3 They blast out 3 home runs, all of them in walk-off style, to win the 6th, 7th, and 8th innings, and they improve to 44-25 on the tour. They're 10 games ahead of the Party Animals once again, and they will look to make the magic number just 2 as we play on Bally Live tomorrow night. We'll see you on TruTV, 9 p.m. Eastern next Friday from Salt Lake City, Utah. Until then, we will see you later!